Hey everybody, welcome to another review, and this review is the one everyone's been waiting for. Well, I've been waiting for Avengers: Age of Ultron!
Oh yeah!
Yes, he's back again. You saw him in my top 10 favorite action movies. My brother Ashton Smith.
What's going on, everybody?
Yes, we saw the premiere of Avengers last night.
Yep.
And, okay, let me get to the story first. Okay, Avengers Age of Ultron is written and directed by Joss Whedon, and it stars Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, Scarlet Johannson, Jeremy Renner, Samuel Jackson, James Spader, Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, and Scarlet. Oh my god, what a cast.
Amazing. Good job.
Yes. The story of this movie is that Tony Stark is afraid that that his team is going to be killed, so he makes artificial intelligence.
Yep. He believes that that in the new world there should be no Avengers. That there should just be robots basically policing. Because how could the Avengers, there's only 5 of them, fight a whole army just like the Chitauri?
Yeah, because the world will eventually end because you don't know what's out there, and we're just a team. And like America says, we'll die as a team.
Yeah.
But Tony doesn't believe that, so he makes artificial intelligence like Jarvis. But this is a twisted artificial intelligence. He creates Ultron. He puts Ultron's body into one of his Iron Man suits, and then he basically makes his own army off the Iron Man suit's Ultron, and he's an intimidating villain, voiced by James Spader.
He did an amazing job.
Amazing job.
Yes.
And basically, the story is these Avengers basically teaming up to fight Ultron, and Ultron has Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver on his team. And basically, he's got the whole Iron Man suits on as his army, and basically it's a full-on battle. Avengers versus Ultron, and it was awesome!
It was amazing. It was so good.
So good.
So well written, well directed. Joss Whedon, I don't know, me and Jordan were talking about this yesterday, and we don't know how he does it. Writing and directing, the dialogue, the little witty jokes, everything about it.
And the way he executes his films, and the way he just makes the characters just so real. And yes, it feels like I'm watching a comic book movie, but it also feels like I'm watching real people. The connections with the Avengers, they feel like a team, they feel like friends, and I love watching these people. All of them. Watching them all communicate with each other. That's why I love the first act of this movie. After they defeat Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and then just having a party. That's like one of my favorite scenes because it's just them interacting with each other and everything. And I love this team. I love all these actors, and I was glad to see them back, and I want to see them some more Avengers. And can't wait for Infinity War. Cannot wait.
Oh yeah.
And everything about this movie. Well, not everything, but most of the stuff in this movie, it worked.
Ultron was just amazing. No.
Yeah.
James Spader and Joss Whedon, he made Ultron villainous, scary, but also a little funny. He's the only man who can do this.
He's kind of a smartass because he's almost kind of like Tony Stark's personality and everything. Because Tony made Bruce Banner and Tony made him, but it's like a little bit of Tony's personality in him. That's why he's kind of a smartass and everything. And he is an intimidating. The voice.
Oh yeah.
I've got no strings
on me.
I'm like, man, this is crazy, and the CG looks so good. You know it's amazing. CG, but it looks so good. See, it never looks fake, the CG in this movie, and there's a lot of CG in this movie. The whole movie is almost CG.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
The fight scenes, honestly, were amazing. Captain America again with doing his stuff with his shield, and then the teamwork back and forth, using their powers with each other or the non-powers with the powers. It blew my mind. Honestly, it blew my mind. I was a kid in the candy store just smiling and like giddy the whole time.
Yeah, and again, it does what a typical second movie does. It gets a little darker. Every second movie is always usually the darker movie, and it is darker. And like Joss Whedon, there's a few deaths I won't spoil. It does have emotion too, and it gets character development from characters we never saw character development for. Like
it did,
Natasha Romanoff, we get to see a little bit of her backstory. It's a very sad backstory.
Hawkeye. We get to see Hawkeye.
He has a family. Who the hell knew? Like,
spoiler alert. But
that's a minor spoiler. We're not going to spoil the big things. And we get a little more character developments for a lot of characters, like Thor and everything, and it was interesting. In some of this movie, it builds up to other movies. Like it builds up to Civil War. It builds up to Ragnarok, and like you're excited at the end of this movie. You're just excited for more of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like
you are. It's amazing.
Yeah, the performances. Everyone was great in this movie.
Everyone was great.
Yeah, Downey Jr. is killing it.
Downey Jr. is always the stuck-up asshole, but wants good for the world, but that's his downfall.
Yeah,
he wants the good, but he does messed up things to create it. And
it's like, Scarlet Witch says a line in this movie. It's like, Tony and Ultron are the same. They want good for the world, but they will cause destruction for the world too.
Yeah, because they don't think of And what does Banner say in it too? He tells Tony, he's just like, you don't understand. As Bruce Banner says, that Tony doesn't understand what he's creating. That he's not creating. He could be creating good, but he could be creating destruction.
But then they're quote Tony Stark, we're mad scientists.
Yes, they are.
They're mad scientists. They create freaking Ultron, then they create something else. Won't spoil what they create. But it's awesome.
We've all been teased what they create.
Yeah. But you see in the trailer, you see that red guy played by Paul Bettany. Yeah, Paul Bettany. He plays Jarvis and Vision. You know it's Vision. Yeah. And he's awesome. Vision is really good in this movie.
He's amazing.
He's pretty sweet. And this movie does have a few things that are a little strange. Like, there's a romance between Natasha Romanoff and Bruce Banner.
Because she's supposed to be with Captain America. But
I'm like, isn't she supposed to be...
They digress from the comic books a little bit. But...
I'm like, isn't Banner supposed to be with Betty Ross, and he's supposed to... Steve Rogers is supposed to be with Natasha Romanoff, but honestly, I didn't mind the romance.
I actually liked it because... And what Romanoff says, what she says in the movie, that she's like, you're not the only monster, because she understands his whole fear of killing people.
Well,
because that's what she was. She was a killer.
Yeah, she was part of the KGB and stuff, and she was... Like, the romance between them does work.
It does.
The bicker between them is really good. I love the banter between them.
Yeah.
And this movie, like a typical Joss Whedon movie and a typical Avengers movie, has a lot of wit. There's a lot of funny stuff in this movie, and Tony Stark just kills it for me, and I loved seeing this team again. Okay, before...
I love seeing more of Banner, too.
Yeah.
I loved seeing Mark Ruffalo and more of the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk is awesome. The Hulk Buster was the shit. That was awesome. That entire scene was funny, but it was also freaking awesome. The action, it was so good. And, okay, there's a lot of positives. I absolutely loved this movie.
So did I.
Let's get to some of the nitpicks, because that's the point of being a reviewer. There's not a lot of things I had a problem with. Not a lot of things. Not at all. One thing maybe is Quicksilver.
Just gonna say that too. Quicksilver, he wasn't memorable.
No, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played him, who's also Kick-Ass. He's better as Kick-Ass, but
he was.
Evan Peters, who did X-Men: Days of Future Past.
His was so much better.
His Quicksilver was just like he was only in that movie for 10 minutes, and it was just such a memorable Quicksilver.
Course,
Especially that scene when he's like doing the running on the roof and and then he's like basically slowing time down. Like that scene in X-Men: Days of Future Past, I will always remember.
Yeah, and like his wit in it and his whole his whole demeanor.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
What'd you do, man?
What'd you do? What'd you do? Like he's so funny and like hey, I heard you bent middle. My mother knew a guy like that. Like he's just so funny.
That's disgusting.
like he's very funny and
this one he just. It was more of a monotone. Yeah, he was okay, but he didn't bring anything to it. Let's just say that.
He was fine, but he's not like a Quicksilver. I'm like, oh yeah, that was Quicksilver. No, when I only see Evan Peters, I'm like, yeah, that is Quicksilver.
Yep.
And Scarlet Witch, she was also...
She was okay.
Like, they weren't, like, the strong parts of the movie, and that's the thing I had a little nitpicks with. Another nitpicks, there was a couple side stories that, you didn't need it in the movie. Like, with Thor, you didn't really need that in the movie. It was building the Thor Ragnarok, which I get, but why didn't you just start the movie Thor Ragnarok like that? You didn't have to put that in the Avengers, but that's nitpicking. Honestly, I didn't have much problems with this movie, like, at all.
Neither did I. I thought it was a good balance between dialogue and fight scenes.
Yeah, the action was good. The visuals were good. The CG looked great.
It gave good background. It gave good emotion. Amazing.
And all these characters that we love, and we're just seeing them on screen again, and them interacting with each other is hilarious. It's good. It's entertaining. Yeah. And you know what? This movie is just a fun movie. This is one of the most fun movies.
It is.
Yeah, other than like Kingsman: The Secret Service, this and Kingsman: Secret Service is like probably the most fun movies I've ever seen so far in this year.
Yeah, this year those are my two top favorite movies probably.
Yeah, it's just such a blast to watch, and there is a post-credit scene. It's nothing epic.
No, it's nothing that we haven't really that we didn't know before.
Yeah, we've seen it,
and there isn't one right after it's more middle credits. There's none after the credits. which we waited for.
I wanted to see Spider-Man.
I know, or something a little. That's what we were discussing afterwards. Just maybe just like the Daily Bugle, and then maybe just a web just go. Yeah, and that was it. That would have been cool.
I always said like they should have ended the end credits like with J. Jonah Jameson just like saying, "Oh, the Avengers, blah 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 blah." Yeah. It's like Parker, get in here. Then it just ends. You don't see who the Parker is.
There's more of these freaks out there. Yeah. Parker, I want more pictures. And then just boom.
And have J.K. Simmons to return.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Every movie needs J.K. Simmons. He's like awesome. Peter Dinklage. He can do anything.
Yes, exactly. He can do anything.
Yeah, but like Avengers was a great movie, and I don't get like Rotten Tomatoes. It is high. It's like a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. That is high, but I don't know. Furious 7 is at 82%.
82%. Okay, me and Jordan had this discussion about Furious 7. Yes, everyone was sad that Paul Walker died, and now we're digressing to Furious 7 that I didn't like at all. It was ridiculous. The movie was ridiculous. I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but it was ridiculous. Yeah. It was so dumb.
But like Furious 7's an 82%, and this is a 75%, and I don't agree with that. Like,
and neither do I. I don't agree with that at all.
I said this
How do you get these?
I said that in my It Follows review. I gave It Follows and Unfriended both in the 7s out of 10s. Mm-hmm. And Unfriended is like a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes, and It Follows is a 96. I'm like, okay, Unfriended is too low, and It Follows is too high. They both should be in like the 70s. And Avengers should be way higher, and Furious 7 should be lower.
Exactly.
That's just my little rant about Rotten Tomatoes. I love you, Rotten Tomatoes, and I do go for you for guidance, but honestly, I'm not agreeing with you lately.
Yeah.
And Kingsman's a 73 as well.
Yeah, don't agree with that.
Like, Kingsman's awesome. What the fuck?
I know.
Anyways,
like
if you're an Avengers fan, you'll all love this movie. If you're a superhero fan, you will love this movie.
Absolutely love it. If
you are not a superhero fan, you'll still probably have fun with it, but this will not make you a superhero fan.
If you want more of the Hulk, you get more of the Hulk.
Yeah, and when this movie ends, you're excited to see what more, like, there's more installed with this. Like, you don't know, the Hulk's gonna go through some stuff, the Civil War's gonna begin.
Yeah. It ends kind of bittersweet almost.
Yeah. Like,
almost a bittersweet ending.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen. But yeah, I love this movie. I highly recommend to see this movie. Don't watch it online. You gotta experience it on the big screen.
Experience it.
Yeah, we saw it.
It is an experience.
Oh, God, yeah. We saw it in 3D. You don't have to see it in 3D. It's not like mind-blowing in 3D.
Watching those action scenes in 3D was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
On the big screen. Yeah. In general, it was amazing.
Whether it's 2D or 3D, go see this movie. Don't watch it online. You have to experience it on the big screen.
We recommend it.
Yeah. Scale 1 to 10, I give this movie a 9.2 out of 10. Highly recommend it.
9.5.
Ashton gives it a 9.5.
I loved it.
Yeah. So yeah, we loved it. Check it out. And also, in the comment section below, tell me, who is your favorite Avenger?
Yeah, who's your favorite Avenger?
Mine is, when it comes to the movies, Captain America, Iron Man. Comic books, Hawkeye. You?
The Hulk. I keep talking about the Hulk.
Yeah.
You should know.
Make a Planet Hulk movie, by the way.
Yeah. They're probably not going to.
No, they're not.
Sadness all over.
So yeah, comment below, favorite Avenger, comment below, let me know.
And subscribe.
Yes, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.
Join it.